ready to get a little bit better? If so, you should comment yes right now in the comments. So this is going to be a fun one. It's going to be really fun. Have you ever had that moment when you did something? Maybe it wasn't your finest moment. Maybe you did something stupid. Maybe you did something that you're having a little regret about. Maybe something that you're a little bit embarrassed or even ashamed of. I mean, I don't even have to ask if you have. You've all had that moment. Just everybody say "I," okay? But you have that moment, and then you ask yourself this question, typically internally, and you say, "Why did I do that? What? Why did I do that?" Some of you, you don't care about yourself. You care about other people, and you're like, "Why did they do that? Why did they do that to me? Why did they hurt me? Why did they betray me? Why did they use me, abuse me?" Like, but let's keep this on you and me because we can't control other people, but we can control us. So let's ask the question, why did I do that? And that would seem like a very complex question to answer. In fact, it is, and there's a lot of layers and a lot of layers to that. We'll just say that. But I actually can answer that in a bit of a simple way because there's only 6 reasons why you did that. Only 6 reasons. Love this teaching from Tony Robbins. Heard this years ago. Teach it often. It is a framework for my life to understand why I do the things I do. And yes, it does help me understand why other people do the things that they do. So why did I do that? You did it you were meeting one of these 6 human needs. And so I'm going to write these up. We'll start here with certainty or variety. There's the first 2. All right, 2 more up here in a second. So certainty. Why did you do that? Because you have a need to have certainty, to grab hold of control, to know that you know that you know. So why did you fly off the handle and yell at your kid? Because in that moment, man, you were getting certainty that they were going to listen to you right now, right? Why did you do that thing that like embarrassed you? Well, that might be a different need, but you certainly, everybody was going to look at you in that moment, right? And so certainty is that need for control, for clearly understanding and knowing and having predictable outcomes and stability, right? Security. That's what certainty is. And every single one of us have a need for certainty. The next one is variety. So not only do you want things to be certain, but you also want variety. You want uncertainty, right? You want to have things that surprise you. And we all have that need. I mean, all of you have probably done this. You've watched a movie that you've already seen. Why do we do that? You've already seen the movie. You know what's going to happen. You know why? It's right here. Because you want the certainty that it's a good movie, but you want the variety of, oh, maybe I don't understand. I don't remember everything. So I'm sure there'll be something that they're like, oh, I forgot about that. That made me laugh, right? So you want certainty. You want variety. We all have that need. If everything in your life was certain, it would be boring. If everything in your life was full of variety and uncertainty, then you would be unstable because you wouldn't have anything to hang on to. So you're going to find a way to meet both of these needs. The next 2, let's do this. Let's do significance. And yes, I'm going to shorthand that one. And then the other need we have on the other side is love and connection. All right? So we've got variety, certainty, variety. We've got significance and love and connection. So what's significance? Well, it's the need we all have. We all want to feel valuable, to feel loved, to feel important. You have a need for significance. You want to feel needed. You want to feel helpful to other people. And so we all have a need to feel that, to feel the importance of our worth, of our value. We all are going to find a way to meet the need of significance, but we don't just want significance. We also want love and connection. So from birth, a baby cannot be healthy without the nurture of a mother's love. Like we are wired, our DNA, our biology for human connection, right? But we all desire love, but sometimes we settle for connection. So these are what, and again, Tony Robbins taught me this stuff, but it's amazing and it can change your life. These are the primary needs. These are the needs of the personality. You will find a way, every single one of you watching this video, you all have these needs and you will find a way to meet them. But here's the thing. You can meet these needs in healthy ways and in unhealthy ways. All right. And the other thing is, what sequence of importance do you place these in your life? Now, let me go ahead and add in the last two, because the last two are contribution and growth. These are what Tony calls the spiritual needs. All right. So these are the needs of the personality. These are the higher spiritual needs, the need for contribution, that you want to make a difference in somebody else's life. Like, I have a high need for contribution. In fact, it's at the top of my list. That's why I keep doing these videos. I'm not making money to do these videos. I want to contribute to your life. I want you to be healthier and stronger and more taking back your power. I want to contribute. And the other spiritual need is growth. Okay. So if you're not growing, you are. Go ahead and comment. Come on. If you're not growing, you're dying. We are created for growth. If we stop growing mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, the moment we stop growing in any of those areas, we start dying a little bit on the inside. Or in the case of your body, on the outside as well. Like, literally, you might not be getting taller till the day you die, but your body is growing and cells are reproducing. As soon as that stops, you start dying. So 6 human needs. Now, you're going to find a way to meet all these needs. So let's break this down a little bit. Why do you do the things you do? Well, it's going to be determined by which needs are driving you the most. So if you have a need for certainty, you're going to do a whole lot of stuff to grab hold of that certainty. Some of you, you're controlling, and you drive people away out of relationships because you try to control everything they do. And that need for certainty that you have, and you do things in relationships and you're like, why did I do that? Like, you ended a relationship, you drove someone away, you created another argument. Why? Because you had a need to control, to have the certainty, the stability, to be able to grab hold of something that was unshakable. How's that working out for you? You don't want certainty at the top of your list. You know what? You also don't want significance at the top of your list. How many know somebody that they are driven by the need for significance, and it's way up there because they want to be valuable, important, and everybody, look at me, look at me, look at me. And so why do we do the things we do? Why did we embarrass ourselves in that room full of people? It's because we wanted to be the most important person in the room. Why? But again, let me do this. There's healthy ways and unhealthy ways to meet a need, right? So how would be an unhealthy way to meet the need for significance? That would be being dominating, being controlling, but certainty and significance, right? Being mean. You know what? If I'm mean to you, you got to respond to me. Like, I'm going to get under your skin. And you know what? In that moment, when you're getting angry with me, I'm the most significant person in the world to you, right? So we all have these needs, but we're going to meet them in healthy and unhealthy ways. You can meet the need for variety in healthy ways. Be an artist, draw something, interact with people in healthy ways on social media, and you can find some variety. But you can also interact with people in mean-spirited, vindictive, divisive ways on social media, and you're going to find some variety because you never know what's going to happen next. You never know how they're going to react, right? You can find ways to meet that need in healthy and unhealthy. Same thing for love and connection. We all want to be loved, but we often settle for connection. We all want to be loved, but we often settle for connection. You want a great illustration of that? Everybody wants to be in a loving relationship, but some people settle for the connection of pornography or having sex with a different person every night. They want to be loved, but they'll settle for the connection that they can get, right? Let's take that, keep going on that relationship thing. Every person on the planet, all of you have a need for variety. If you're married or in a committed relationship and you're not getting the variety, why do you think people have affairs? Because they're not getting the variety they want, and maybe they're not getting the significance they want out of that relationship. They're not feeling valuable and important, and therefore they don't feel like they have stability in that relationship, and they're going to go find some love and connection somewhere else. So you could make a list of all the healthy and unhealthy ways that you are attempting to meet every single one of these 4 needs, right? And here's what I would challenge you to ask yourself: which one of these 4, which one of them are at the top of your list right now? Which one of those are drivers for you? And maybe you're just becoming a little bit more, oh, I see why I did that. I don't like the way it turned out. I don't like the outcome, but now I can see I was driven by a need to be significant. I was driven by a need to hang on to certainty. I was driven by a need of, I was getting bored and I wanted some variety. So like I broke up with them again. I keep coming back to the relationship thing. Apparently some people watching this need to hear that relationship thing, right? Variety, why am I flirting with that other person? Because you want some variety or the love and connection. Now, you're going to discover that 2 of these 4 are at the top of your list, that they're more important than the others. That's the sequence, right? But here's the thing that you can do. You can shift the order of your needs, and you can find healthier ways to meet those needs, and you can tap into these higher spiritual needs. So if you currently are driven by significance and certainty, and you're jacking up relationships, and you're unfulfilled in your purpose in your career, you can say, you know what? What would happen if I shifted all my interactions to be colored by a desire to contribute and a desire to grow? I'll tell you what will happen. You'll get happier. You'll have better, healthier relationships. You'll create a deeper impact. You'll make more money because you are driven by pure motive to contribute, to make other people's lives better, and to grow and to become the best version of yourself. Zig Ziglar says it all the time, or he doesn't say it all the time because he passed away, God rest his soul. The quote I say all the time of his is, you can have everything in life you want if you just help enough other people get what they want. So what if you made contribution and growth higher? Now, contribution and growth, love and connection, that's a great human need to put at the top of your list. In fact, those 3 are my top of my list. Contribution, growth, love, and connection, right? I'll tell you this, just a quick little share here, and then I'll end this video. My wife's need, her top need, is love and connection. It is a massive driver for her. And so I had an epiphany, this has been years ago now, after I went to Tony Robbins' Day with Destiny, and I realized that if I moved love and connection to the top of my list, and then I had contribution and growth underneath that, that I could be in more alignment with my wife. And that didn't compromise my character or my values, but it just recognized that I'm in a covenant relationship with this woman. I want to be in alignment. And when I move love and connection, and so we might get the same outcome, like we may go to a conference about spiritual or personal growth. But if I talk to her about it, I'm going to say, hey, honey, let's go to a conference with someone else and have fun and hang out with our friends, or let's go and we're going to get extra time for us at the beach to be together and have fun. See, I'm coming at it from love and connection, but I know we're still going to get contribution and growth. So not only does it help you understand why you do the things you do, it helps you understand why other people do the things they do, and it helps you be able to communicate in a more winsome way so that you can say, hey, we can all win when we get our needs met. So why do you do the things you do? 6 human needs. Take some time this week to reflect on, hey, how do these needs show up in my life, and where do I want to make some adjustments? That is some good work to do. I hope this video added value to you. I love you. Like, I hope right now you're feeling some love and connection, maybe some growth and contribution, because that's me living into my purpose. I love you. You should get off this call right now and go out there. It's not a call, it's a video. Get off this video. Go out there and give your greatness to the world, because somebody needs what's on the inside of you. I love y'all.